right, we'll get to the Democrat behind that ad in just a moment. First, to the Tea Party Republican, Joe Walsh, who's finding himself to be a target in his own district precisely because he's a Tea Party Republican. This is getting nasty now, Congressman.
Well, heck, Neil, if it helps them to raise money to go after the Tea Party movement, more power to them. The mistake they're making is they have no clue as to what this movement is. They don't understand the movement. The movement is millions and millions of Americans who are fed up with how big government's getting. I don't think they want to attack a movement that big. You'll notice they're not defending Occupy Wall Street, and they're certainly not defending this president's policies. So I suppose we should look at it as a badge of honor that they're going after us.
We're going to have Mr. Avaka down very soon, but if you notice in that ad, he did not embrace a lot of the Occupy Wall Street themes, and backhandedly does embrace a couple of positions near and dear to you: smaller government, more responsible government, but without going after near and dear democratic issues and societal issues like Medicare, Medicaid, etc. Can you have it both ways?
No, and maybe that's an acknowledgement that they understand they're on the wrong side of this debate. Look, I got to tell you, Neil, there aren't a lot of people in Washington, Republican or Democrat, who are defending what this president's doing. He's out there campaigning. He's been campaigning for the last year. Democrats are in a real bind. How do they defend him and his policies? They're not. So they're kind of going after this boogeyman of the Tea Party movement without understanding how big it is. But you're right. There's an implicit acknowledgement that we are on the right side of this debate as to what America needs to restore itself.
You have called, among the earliest ones to call for Eric Holder's resignation. Do you think you're getting a little ahead of yourself?
I got to tell you, Neil, the more you learn about this, the more you have to ask yourself this. Nobody has given a rationale yet for this Fast and Furious program. And it is clear to me, and I think it's clear to a lot of Americans, that this was an attack on gun owners. This was an attack on gun dealers. And Eric Holder is responsible for that. It's outrageous what's transpired in this Fast and Furious, and all he's doing right now is obfuscating and not responding to Congress. He needs to be held accountable.
So if he answers for investigations or follow-up meetings, would you hold off on the resign Attorney General comment, or you're still standing by that?
No, because it's clear the Department of Justice approved a failed program, that I believe is criminal, and in which 2 of our border agents were killed. That's a fact, and that he can't take back. Someone needs to take responsibility for that program. It's bad enough that he won't answer questions. It's bad enough that there seem to be conflicting reports as to where he is. But the more you learn about this, Neil, it's troubling. This is an attack. I believe Fast and Furious was an attack by the Obama administration on law-abiding gun owners and dealers in this country. Somebody needs to be accountable for that.
Congressman, thank you. Good seeing you again.
Thank you, Neil.
All right, fair and balanced. My next guest said that the Tea